Okay, I'm back. I just have a couple of things to say. The biggest thing that's going on, there's two big things going on. Number one, it looks like Israel has uh, went after Syria in a confrontation in a war. They're pretty much neighbors. I don't know. I haven't looked at the map exactly where they are, but they're pretty close. Um, and they're having fighting words with Turkey, which Turkey, unlike Saddam Hussein and Gaddafi, they got real army. They're real. They're a real thing. They're not. They're not something to kid around with. They're for real. They're not somebody you'd want to have an enemy. Saddam Hussein and Gaddafi, uh, those were pretty much non-military. They didn't have very good militaries. Um, so yeah, That's the first thing. Secondly, we've got the Federal Reserve being criticized by the president, and that was when I started this. Um, I said advice for the president, and here's what I'm going to say. I got three pieces of advice. Number one, get Paul Craig Roberts or Mark Farber or somebody like that to be your advisor, especially Paul Craig Roberts. Paul Craig Roberts has advised that we change the way we tax from the point of origin. So if something comes from another country, it's taxed at a much higher rate, and the taxes the company has to pay for it are much higher. That's what they do in Germany, and that would bring employers home. Because I don't think that they're doing nearly as much that they could to do that. Okay. I haven't heard anything about it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Also, okay, I think you need to have somebody as an advisor. Secondly, I think you need to figure out some way to get money to the entrepreneurs because they're not getting enough. All the money is just going to the rich people. Now, if that's what y'all intended, and the stock market, we all know that's why it went up. Dick Morris said it on one of his things. What has happened with this Federal Reserve, with this quantitative easing, which I don't blame them for doing this because if they would have not done anything, um, we might have been shooting at each other. I mean, it would have been rough in 2008. They had to do something. But, yeah, they need to do something as far as that goes. They need to, I would like to see something where they had a program like the WPA where they hire young people by droves and have them fix the cities. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that as a social program. Paul Craig Roberts has even went so far as saying nationalize a lot of these oil companies, nationalize them. I don't know if you'd go that far, but something like that's going to have to be done. All right. Um, Thirdly, I would just say continue to get out of the Middle East and quit worrying about other people's problems. All right. It's not our problem. Whatever happens in Israel, that's their problem. All right. Israel should treat their Palestinians better. Um, I don't know. The thing with the Kurds, I don't know enough about. They're obviously Christians, from what I understand, and Erdogan and Turkey is Muslim. That's obviously a situation that people should be concerned about. I don't know enough about it. I do know that the Muslims in Palestine are treated like crap. It's one of the worst, most glaring, terrible things in the world, and it should stop. And none of the presidents, Jimmy Carter's the only president that I know that even said anything about it. No, none of them out. Nobody else ever said anything about it, and he was accused of being an anti-Semite for it. So, that's a quick wrap up. So number one, get some advisors, get money out here to the people who want to start businesses, fix the city, fix America, and leave all that crap over there and leave Mr. Powell alone. Because I don't think he's going to do anything with the interest rates after what happened. I don't think he's worried about anything getting overheated now. I really don't. Bye.